guys, welcome to Audio Addiction. We have Homestead with us, and they can say their names and what they do in the band.
I'm Sean. I play guitar.
I'm Luke. I sing.
I'm Tristan. I also play guitar.
Awesome, guys. So my first question is, how did you start out Homestead? How did you get your members?
Well, Sean and I started writing songs together in high school. We were like, I don't know, was that junior year?
Yeah.
Yeah, and so now,
We're
like,
16.
yeah, and now Sean and I are the only two original members left in the band. But like, that sounds like forever ago, but our band didn't really start being serious until 2016. Anyway, it's just funny that like him and I carried some of those songs over. But yeah, like we played one show in 2015, literally to make the money to print merch.
Oh, wow.
And then we did merch and like actually released music and like started being a serious band in 2016. And then Tristan joined this year. It's actually really funny. Everybody who's in our band now was at that first random show that we did in 2015. Like, no, not planned at all. It's just like we didn't even know everybody was there until practice, like maybe 2 weeks ago. We were like, wow, everybody was at that show.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Tristan joined the band earlier this year because he was Sean and I's best friend and we needed a guitarist. And then our friend Brian did a tour with us and we just asked him to stay in the band. And our drummer Zach did a tour with us but didn't want to join. And then he did like a studio session with us but still didn't want to join. And then finally we were like, so do you want to just join the band? And he was like, yeah, like that's what I'm going for. And I was like, all right, cool. So yeah, that's all of us now. So
That's kind of cool. I mean, like I've heard a lot from other bands and how they started out. I think that's really interesting how, you know, you went from, you know, being in high school, just you two guys doing music, and then inevitably everybody coming together and you know, doing Homestead. So that's really neat.
thanks, man. It is fun.
All right, guys.
It's organic growth, so we could all be like friends. Sorry to cut you off, but it's cool.
Yeah.
Like it's literally like 5 best friends who get to play together, which I think, even though every band says like, oh, we're best friends, like 90% of the time it's not true. It's like, you know, the random guy brought like the kid he met at math class, you know, like a community thing. But like, yeah. Okay, bad example, but still, like we're all actually really good friends. Yeah.
I think that also plays into the dynamic of like how the music comes out, because you guys work together, like you hang out together, you do all that sort of stuff. So I feel like that ultimately affects how the music comes out, and I feel like it feels more genuine. At least I think so when I hear stuff like this. So it's cool.
The only thing I did when you said that their music sucks, so
Yeah.
we could just be like, oh, that sucks.
Yeah, all the time. All the time, we're just like, yeah, dude, like that's really bad. Like we're not using it. But then at the same time, though, it's like not bullshit. Can we swear?
Yes, yeah, that's fine.
It's not bullshit when we're like, yo, that's super good. Like, you know what I mean? Like it's like super genuine. So
I also like when people ask, they're like, "Can I swear?" And I'm like, I don't know. Like, now it's just gonna hurt. It's just gonna hurt me. And you know,
yeah. Okay, well,
I'm just kidding. I don't care. I literally don't care. I mean, I've had things go off the track, so it's no problem. But anyway, next question, guys. What are some favorite venues you guys either like to play a show at or go see a show at?
Add some plaids.
Dude, yeah. Okay, we didn't go to a show here, but we were on tour.
Okay.
In Cleveland.
Yeah, it was the
Yeah, Cleveland, and we played this terrible little bar. Like we played for like 5 kids at like kids. There were like 5 like adults.
old men.
Yeah, at like
After work.
Yeah, it was literally we were playing in the slot where they were like, yeah, people will stop by on their way home from
Oh
work.
my god.
And so we were like, oh, this sucks. And then we got talking to the owner, and she was like, yo, like this room, it was like popping in the 90s, like Madball. You did like some of their first shows here, like Terror, like all these bands. And who was it that did their first ever?
The White Stripes.
The White Stripes.
Yeah.
The White Stripes played their first like not hometown show there.
That's wild.
Yeah. So it was super cool, and now it's closed, unfortunately. But like Yeah, that was like the coolest venue. But to go to shows around here, probably it's the
Palladium is sick.
Or we throw shows at this place called the American Legion, and it's just a big floor space with a literal dance floor. And like
It's in my hometown called Moose Up.
yeah, yeah. Have you seen those lists that are like the weirdest town names?
No, I have not.
Yeah, Moose Up for the national. Moose Up is like voted like the weirdest town name. It's voted the weirdest town name over Mianus, Connecticut, which like. But yeah, so dude, there's this little venue in Moose Up, and we throw shows there, and like we could throw like one time we threw a show with literally less than like 12 hours notice. Like we announced the show at 9:30 a.m. and 100 kids came.
Yeah.
Like to a 6 o'clock show that was announced at 9:30 a.m. on a Friday or a Saturday?
I think it was a Saturday.
Saturday, yeah. So on a Saturday, like so it's just that kind of place. So
That's
we
good.
love it.
That's good though. You know, I feel like for me, I also live out in the country in New Jersey, so it's like if I have to go to a show, it's either like go to Philly or like there's some venues like near Asbury Park and stuff like that. So it's
Played it.
sick. That's awesome. I'll have to. I guess I missed out the last time, but I'll have to come back. Hopefully, you guys will come back and play because that'd be sick. But I had a question about because I've seen bands that have played to like 2 people. I always want to I want to understand the vibe behind like only playing to like probably like a handful of people. Like how does that I don't know if that like mentally like defeats you at all. I just want to know because for me it's like if I see that shit and I see like 2 people and one of those 2 people is me and I'm just watching you guys, like that would be like that would hurt my feelings. Like I would be like, oh shit, like I shouldn't leave because like then there'll only be one person there. So
I mean, like definitely, like when you go there and you like start setting up and you're like, oh my god, there's only like 3 people that are gonna sit here and watch. But then you're just like, well, these 3 people are gonna get the craziest show they've ever seen ever. So then you just start swinging your guitar and like hanging from shit. So you're like, whatever.
You like take those shows a lot less seriously.
Yeah.
And like in their own way, like you obviously take them seriously as a show, but like you take them like less seriously, so you can hurt yourself. It doesn't matter. Like
yeah, like if you break a string or your amp fucks up on you, you're like whatever.
Like the most fun show that we ever played was in Alabama, and our van got like totaled that day. Not an accident. So I mean it was a minor accident, and then when we brought it to the shop, they were like, yeah, like your van is complete garbage. Like you shouldn't even drive this home. And so that was literally the worst day of our life. And the show is like actually fairly well attended. But either way, like I know it's not exactly answering your question, but just saying like on like the worst possible day, literally a band's nightmare. Like we had the most fun show ever. So like
you're just coming out of a window. I did front flips onto a couch.
Yeah, dude. Like just doing fun stuff. Like I don't know whether there's like 2 people or 20 people. Like it's just what you make of it. And and honestly, there's way more bands, and like people can hate me for this, but there's way too many bands that focus on that too much. Like there's a reason that only 2 people are at your show. It's because you're either a new band and that's part of the struggle, or you're out of state, or you didn't promote the show well enough. So like stop bitching about everything around you and just be like, okay, next time what can I do so that instead of having 2 people here, there's 10 people. You know what I mean? So I don't know, just
I agree with you. I agree with you 100%. And I also feel like the people that see you in that sort of small capacity are more diehard fans because they're like, I saw it first with like no one in the room, and then now they're like this big and whatever. So I think for me, I always like the smaller shows where there's like not as many people, but I'm like, oh, I saw this band when they were like super tiny, and now they're like signed to like a huge label or something like that. So it's cool.
Somebody like if our message gets across to somebody, like at every show somebody comes and talks to us about like something they're going through just because of like the things that we say during our set. So like if we help like one person, I mean we said that when we started our band that like we would consider ourselves having been a successful band if literally one person was like, hey, your music really helped me. So, I don't know. It just, if we can help someone and if there's 2 people at your show, then there's a high chance that those 2 people need to hear what you're saying.
And I think that's commendable. I feel like a lot of bands I wouldn't say don't choose to do it, but I feel like it's more important for bands to talk about that and like bring that at a forefront too, because that's really cool. Just on more of a personal level, just to kind of personally do that on a band level. So I definitely appreciate that. But next question, guys, what are some of your musical influences?
As a band or individually?
You can do it individually, and then if you want to do have like the band influences,
You can
I mean, like, I really like Counterparts. Musical. Like, I don't know. Counterparts, weirdly enough, Misery Signals, even though, like, I never listened to Misery Signals until, like, last year or something. Yeah, that's really it, man. I don't know. Like, I don't really, I try not to take much from music. Like, I try to, like, write as naturally and, like, uniquely as I can, so.
Oh man, my all-time favorite, Brand New. Like Brand New stuff like Me Without You, Being as an Ocean. I don't know. I just like love that vibe of like them like bringing the horizon stuff like that. I don't know. It just like has a really cool vibe to me, and it kind of shows in like the music where you have like him writing the heavier stuff, and I'll do the really ambient stuff. It's cool. Yeah.
My favorites are like my favorite band of all time is City and Color. That's like the band that totally just like City and Color. That's it. Nice. That's it. Yeah, dude, I love City and Color so much. And like as far as like newer bands, it's probably like Being as an Ocean and Counterparts. But I also am kind of like a history buff, so I get really into like I have a Have Heart tattoo.
Yeah.
I was like a big fan of The Chariot. Lately, like this is very new for me. I'm not even gonna like front and act like I'm like super crazy, but I've been obsessed with Converge for like the past year or so. Just like I don't know, dude, like everything that Converge does, I'm like now going back and like listening to their catalog and just like seeing how good they are. But yeah, dude, like I don't know, bands like that. A big one for you and me was like Saints Never Surrender.
Yeah,
which is like another like big.
Oh yeah, I gotta add Defeater in there too.
Yeah, Defeater was, but the funny thing too, dude, is like those are pretty much all the bands that we named. Like most of them are like Boston bands. I don't know, we just all kind of tend to lean towards like the Boston hardcore stuff. Like I don't know, dude, I would literally like give a nut to see Have Heart play again. Like.
That's awesome. And, I feel like, because you sent me a song before we did the interview, and I was listening to it, and I was like, I could pick out some of that melodic hardcore influence for sure. Like, Being as an Ocean was one of them, like Ghost Key, a few others that I was like, yeah, that, like, it was just kind of like a switch. Counterparts is another one. But I think it's really cool stuff. I feel like for me, it's like, I don't know, maybe with hardcore, it's like, I can only get into the melodic hardcore stuff. I don't know, like just straight hardcore. I don't know, maybe it's just me, but I do appreciate the like the emotional aspect of hardcore and like just how. I'm not saying that other bands and other genres don't do that, but I feel like there's just a special connection with like hardcore and just how it makes you feel and the emotions it brings out. So I was definitely, for me, when I was listening to that track, I was like, this is sick. So. But next question, guys, kind of a follow-up to influences. What have been some bands that you've been jamming more recently?
Outlier with a V. Dude, have you ever heard that band?
Yes, I have. Yeah, they're awesome.
Oh no, not with the V. No wait, no, not with the V.
V. Yeah.
Now they're from like California, and they put out. Dude, they call themselves like Blacking Screamo. Yeah. It's so wacky, but it's sick. And Number Them is another band who's like not big at all. Yeah. They're from the UK. We found them on a Spotify playlist, and it's they're
they just put out an album back in like I think June.
Yeah. It's insane.
It's like a debut album, so that's really good.
Yeah. Are you talking about like bands like that are our size or like just in general?
Just
like
in general, like what you've been like listening to on a or not regular, but just what you've been kind of in the rotation,
Yeah, the new Converge record. The new Converge.
So good.
The new Sam Smith album, dude. I don't even care. People can make fun of me for that. I think that's like the best pop album of like the past 5 years, dude. Like Sam Smith his voice is just like
So good.
warm butter melting up.
How did I like pictured you were gonna say like he's just got a buttery voice or some shit like that, and you said it, and I was just like, what?
We all like really weird stuff, dude. Like I don't think,
Dude, I honestly don't listen to like hardcore or melodic hardcore like on a regular basis. Like I listen to like rap and like
any good rap recently? How about that?
What was that?
Any good rappers?
Oh, Lil Uzi Vert.
Dude, come on.
Dude, like Lil Uzi Vert and Black Bear and
I'll give Black Bear.
Black Bear, yeah, I'll give you Black Bear.
Lil Dicky too.
Lil Dicky's
Ooh,
funny,
Little
dude.
Dicky's good, yeah. I don't know, like my friends like they love Lil Uzi, so like I listen to that shit all the time, not because I choose to, it's just on, you know. So I feel it's not bad. It's not bad, but it's not great. So it's kind of like in that gray area between like That's how I consider Little Uzi is like the like in that. I probably, if it was on, I'd listen to it. If like I'm not gonna be like, yeah, let me put some Lil Uzi on right here. So
That's him.
I do that. But what would be your record of the year? Like any genre. Like what's your favorite record of 2017?
I really enjoyed. If we're gonna be talking about like metal, there's this French band from well, they are from France. Novelist. They put out an amazing record, kind of similar to I think they kind of sound like Era a little bit. They're really talented. Love their stuff. The new Counterparts record is definitely up there as well. I really got into them pretty recently, so that one's really good. And then for a third one, there's definitely one more. I really enjoyed the new I the Mighty record a lot. That's like one of my favorite bands of all time, and I think they did a phenomenal job of like adding in new genres and new stuff to their like musical like pantheon of stuff. So I would say out of those three, probably my favorite. There's probably a ton more that I can think of like off camera, but those are definitely the three that come to mind immediately. But next question, guys, a fun one. If you guys could pick a song to cover, what song would it be?
Oh man.
Down Set Go by Unreal.
Wait, is it supposed to be a funny song or is it like a
No,
serious...
like I feel like a song that you put in your set list. Like if you're gonna like do a set and you're gonna be like, this is the song that I want in the set list. That's it.
We're gonna say. I'm assuming, like, I mean, I was gonna give this answer, but I think we both say This Could Be Anywhere in the World by Alexis on Fire. That's just like...
I changed my answer.
Oh, see, so we all said that. Yeah, dude, like, we would just have so much fun playing. It's like so like punky, but it's like melodic. Like, I think that'd be... Or Happiness by the Kilowatt by Alexis on Fire. Honestly, like, any Alexis on Fire song.
Fat Lip.
Yeah, or Fat... We used to... When we first started our band and we didn't have enough songs to, like we had, like... We only had 4 songs written when we first started. So we decided to add in a cover and we did Fat Lip by Sum 41. So, like, I don't know. It's like...
It was gnarly, dude.
It was fun, but, like, I wouldn't do that.
At that first show, I did vocals on that song.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. At our first show, I didn't even, like, really tell him. And he was, like, looking back at the video of it, he's, like, the one on the mic. So, it's funny how time does things.
That would be interesting. I feel like Alexis on Fire would play well into your wheelhouse, so I would like to hear that one, maybe tentatively, you know, in the future if I see you guys. Maybe, just saying, you know, possibly. I'll just say this, that I mentioned a cover song to a band, and then they did it, and they tagged me in like Audio Addiction in a poster, like, see, we did it. This is, so, just saying, it's gospel at this point, so.
Our producer, Greg Thomas, he has like a thing that his studio does where he brings in like young bands and they do influences. So I'm gonna tag Greg in this and make him skip forward to this time and like, but like we want to come and do This Could Be Anywhere in the World
there you go.
On your thing, and then we'll tag you in it when he actually lets us do it. So
he lets us do it.
no, he's gonna. He will.
You're gonna
We
do
will.
it.
He's gonna let us.
You're gonna do it. That's all I'm gonna say. Now it's on the internet. It's on YouTube. Now you gotta do it. It's
Dude, I'm gonna spam him with it.
just hold him at gunpoint, you know. But
Dude, this video will have like 500 views, and it'll just be because like every day I send Greg something, but like the hidden link, and he clicks on it, and it's just this interview, and he's like, "Dude, stop fucking." Like I've had enough of this.
I'm fine with that. Listen, if you give me this interview for 500 views, I'll stand up and clap for you every single day if you want. But next question, guys, another fun one. Favorite food to eat?
Can we say coffee? As we're drinking
Dunkin Donuts.
Yeah, literally anything from Dunkin Donuts.
Yeah.
Sponsor 'em.
Yeah.
See, it's not really a Jersey thing like you're used to, but we're New Englanders, so like
And
our blood is Dunkin Donuts.
Dunkin' Donuts is like
Yeah, dude. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Like we were in Dallas or in Denton, Texas this summer, and we went like a little over an hour out of the way to find a second.
Yeah, it was like, we Googled it, and it was like the closest Dunkin' to us was like a good 29 miles away.
We were like,
And we were like,
Like, there were
absolutely, dude. We haven't had Dunkin' in like 4 days, so like we need to go.
It was tough.
So
It was like-
you go through withdrawals, is what you're saying.
no, but we don't because we always find a Dunkin'. Like we spent
Before we start to like get the shakes and everything, we like need to go.
you're from Jersey, right? You said.
Yes, I am.
Our first tour we ever did was with a band from New Jersey called Idle Minds.
Yes.
I don't know.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, those are like our best friends, and we used to argue with them because they would be like, "Dunkin' sucks," and we're like, "Dude, like we know, but like it's just."
I like how you weren't like, yeah. I like how you just didn't defend it. You were like okay with it. You were like, yeah, we know it sucks.
Dunkin' is like very mediocre, but it's just like, and I'm not saying this is like the like cheesy whatever people like make fun of. I'm just saying like it's like the thing from home when we like the last tour we did for 5 weeks. You know what I mean?
Wow.
So like no, we're not this like super road traveled band, but like 5 weeks away from home, like the one thing that we get is Dunkin'.
Yeah.
So that's just like our
Imagine
thing.
going 5 weeks without Wawa.
Yeah, without Wawa, like you guys would all literally freaking like fall into
Explode.
depression. So
You're right. You know, I'm not the type of Jersey to be like, you know what, you're wrong. I don't think I could have survived 5 weeks without Wawa. So
Thank you.
I've done a couple weeks without Wawa, but I wanted to kill myself. So, you know, I feel like 5 weeks would be a lot. It would be a lot of pressure. So maybe starting today, I'll try to go 5 weeks without Wawa and
No,
Dunkin'
don't.
Donuts. I'm just kidding. But next question. All right, guys. Next question. If you guys could pick somebody to collaborate with, who would it be?
Post Malone.
like I hate to ask the same question again, but funny one or serious? Or I'll do one of each actually. Can I do a funny one?
Yep.
And a
Yeah.
like a funny one that would never happen. I just like think that with some of the ambient stuff we do, that like Halsey would sound so sick on a song, like just some of the stuff we write. But like a serious one, I actually want to write a melodic song and like get Dallas Green to sing like a chorus on it.
Yeah,
That would be
I'm gonna have to say that that's mine too, because that would be just like super sick.
like, you know, like he doesn't do guest features. Like he did one for Every Time I Die. As far as like metal bands, he does guest features for like other stuff, but like
Yeah.
for every Time I Die, he did one, and it's like really cool. So I just like would love to have him lay down something awesome, or Halsey, or him and Halsey at the same song. But whatever, you know.
And Post Malone does verse.
There you go. Just have all three: Post Malone, Halsey, and Dallas Green all in one track. No.
Yeah, dude. Right.
In a serious, like actually possible thing, like we talk to Cam from Hotel Books all the time about him doing a track, and like he's like, I want to do it at some point. He's just been like really busy, but like, so there's your serious answer. Like is like probably we'll have Cam from Hotel Books at some time, because that would actually make sense and be possible. But so yeah.
Awesome, guys. Next question. If you guys could play another musical instrument besides the one you know how to play, what would it be and why?
Drums.
Drums are just
Drums.
Yeah.
As in.
See, I play drums, and I play guitar, and I play bass. Okay, I want to learn to play this steel guitar. Like,
oh, yeah, that's pretty cool.
Like, dude, that would, because, like, yeah, if I didn't play drums, I would pick drums, like, so fast. So I guess my first answer would be I want to get better at drums, because I'm not that good. I've only been playing for, like, 3 years, so, like, I've been trying to just, like, get myself better, but then, like, now that I sing in the band, I don't really, like, practice drums anymore, so I'm an idiot. But, yeah, after getting better at drums, I totally want to learn from scratch how to play steel guitar.
Nice.
And I just burped. Nice.
Don't worry, I've coughed, I've done everything at this point, so.
Intro to the video. No, don't really. Please don't. Please don't make my, like, the...
Just, like, zoom in on, no.
Like, on my mouth when I burp. Oh, dude.
Just have, like, a counter of, like, the weird shit that we've done, just, like, in the corner. But anyway, next question, guys. I don't know how big of a video game fans you guys are, but I usually ask this question. If you could be a video game character, who would you be?
Captain Price.
Tony Hawk, there we go. Beautiful.
No, I would just be a sick skateboarder. I don't know if I would be Tony Hawk, but I would be, like, anyone in that game.
Could I be Tom Brady in Madden form?
Just be Tom Brady, you know.
I'll do that.
Yeah, I'll take that, too, actually. I'd be Tom Brady.
I feel like that was like a stereotypical like New England answer though.
Oh yeah, dude.
Come on, like, yeah.
Everywhere we go, we always ask like.
No, I'd be David Ortiz. He has a lot of money and he's very good at baseball and has a Dunkin sponsorship. So yeah, I'd be David Ortiz.
There we go. We're just gonna tag Dunkin in this video, so
Dude,
don't you worry. You're gonna get that sponsorship now at this point.
Dunkin,
Listen, Dunkin.
like all this stuff, like
Tom Brady.
Tom Brady.
Just get like an NFL sponsorship. You're gonna get like Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2, even though it's been out like for years.
Yeah, unfortunately, we won't be able to play the 2018 Super Bowl, but 2019.
Yeah, we'll be there.
2019.
There we go. 2019 Homestead Super Bowl. Let's get it right now. Petition. Let's start it now. Let's go.
But
yeah, dude, can you hold off on this interview until we announce that? Or...
Sure, no problem. I got you. Just be in the bank for like, a couple years. We got it. It's no problem. And just Duncan might be a little delayed, so but we'll get to that. All right, guys. Next question. In your opinion, who puts on a great live show?
Oh man.
Uh,
Like okay, so as in what like music like how they sound.
It could be sound wise, or it could be like stage presence, like how interactive they are.
I saw Jason Butler from Let Live Be the Light Bulb, so there's a good one. Yeah, dude, I don't know, like sound wise. Like I hate to use Singing Color as another answer, but like how
No, Singing Color is wicked good live.
Ed Sheeran.
Yeah,
One of the
Ed
best live
Sheeran.
shows I've ever seen.
Future.
I went to the John Mayer tour over the summer for his new album, and it was awesome. But let's give one answer that's in the genre. Oh, when you guys saw Architects.
Oh, Architects.
Architects was like the tightest metalcore band I've ever seen.
Straight from the Path is really fun to see too.
Yeah, Straight from the Path is sick to see too. But I would say for like metalcore, Architects put on the best show. Or dude, like we also saw Joel from Being His Notion front flip like 20 feet in Boston, like off of a balcony.
Yeah, he was. Yeah,
I literally thought he was gonna die. So like but I guess I love like the super super intense like stage presence. I'd have a band sound shitty, but like be maniacs like all day.
Yeah.
Unless I'm at like a festival, then I want to hear them sound good.
I saw Jason Butler when they were before Under Oath was gonna break up. Like when they did that farewell tour thing. They literally took the bass cab like off the thing. They threw it into the crowd, and then he jumped onto the bass cab and was surfing it in the thing. I'm like, what are we doing here? Like, I'm like, I just don't. I mean, like, I understand like it's the quote unquote end of Under Oath, but that was just like,
Dude.
I don't think I'll see anything better in my life. Like, they're just gonna be number one forever.
I love like meeting people and who have also seen Let Live. And just like asking them what Jason Butler did at the show they were at. Because like It's just fun. He always does something
He's
stupid.
just wild. He is literally the definition of wild. Like, if I went into the dictionary, I'd just find Jason Butler right underneath wild, just because
He's not stupid.
he's disgusting. So, and I'm excited for the new Fever. The Fever. I think that's what it's called. I don't know, but
For 333.
whatever. They have like a stupid name. They really need to get that shit figured out. But whatever. He's still a great vocalist. I don't care. So, next question, guys. If you could compile a dream tour, who'd be on it?
Damn. Okay, I've thought about this. Like, I've thought about... You guys go first. Or do you want?
No, I know what you've been thinking about. I think I know the answer.
Okay. I would have, like, the wackiest tour. And we would open. But, like, I would have our tour. And people on this would hate us, but I would do Hatebreed, Converge, Alexis on Fire, Misery Signals, and us opening.
That's not that bad.
Like a Hatebreed Converge. Dude, people would hate us on that because, like,
probably,
they'd be,
yeah.
Hatebreed fans would be like, yo, these kids aren't tough. Like, and their fans would be like, oh, like, these kids suck at their instruments. And so would Misery Signals fans. They'd like us the most.
Just get those like stupid like fake tattoo sleeves that you just like slide onto your arms. You know what I mean? Just get like a bunch of like washable tattoos and just put them on your neck. You know, come on, like that's all you need. Then they'll love you.
Exactly. Yeah. Or if we were like like an actually big band, I would bring out like all of our favorite fun local bands. I would do a tour and we'd headline, and I'd bring the Red Summer Sun, Royal Oaks, and our friend Jill, who and we would be the only metal band on it, and it'd be all like indie rock bands, but that would be so much fun.
Am I the only one that wants to tour with counterparts?
Like, yeah,
I'm just saying, but dude, like, man, like, doing like, that would just be sick, dude. I don't even know. I don't even have words for it. I don't know.
No, of course that'd be sick. But this is like if we could compile any tour.
A dream tour?
Like I feel like what I said is like, cause that's never gonna.
Like, Green Day.
Okay, the Foo Fighters, the Beatles.
There we go. Michael Jackson. You know, come on. Queen.
Metallica as direct support for us.
Oh my
Slayer.
god. Slayer, yeah. Just get everybody that's like, you know, popular metal at this point. So
Yeah.
there we go.
I think Punch Homestead co-headlining tour. Like, there we go.
Co-headline with Metallica. There we go. Beautiful. You gotta play like a 3-hour set though. So hope you got enough material for that.
Yes.
Yeah, dude. All this is
Like I lived a bunch of times.
over and over again.
You just repeat the same set list. Oh my god. Next question. Next question, guys. A fun one. Favorite TV show, favorite movie.
Gilmore Girls.
Rick and Morty.
See, that's tough right now because like I'm in between shows. Breaking Bad and The Office are definitely the two. Stranger Things is really good. I want to shout out the Stranger Things.
They're good friends of ours.
Yes.
Yeah. First album.
Yeah.
You know the new one's really good too. Yeah, Mean Girls is a really good movie though.
Yeah, what's my favorite movie?
Yeah, dude. Favorite movie? Dude, Wolf of Wall Street.
Oh yeah, it's up there.
I've seen that movie like 12 times.
See, that is a good one. All right. Oh gosh. Okay, this isn't my favorite movie by any means, but just like right now, my girlfriend and I are watching all the Saw movies. So I'll like say the Saw movies just because like they're in my mind right now, even though they kind of suck. Like, let's be real. But yeah, I'll just say that's my favorite right now because like I'm waiting for her to watch it and she's not here. Thanks, honey. But it's like 2 weeks and she'll be like, "What the hell are you talking about?" We finished Saw like a week ago. But yeah, I just like want to watch the next Saw and I can't because I promised to wait for her. So
I just like how you're calling her out, and then like we're gonna post this later on, and then it's gonna be like, you didn't watch this movie with me, and she's gonna like look at you and be like, wait, we watched the whole series together. Like, why are you calling me out in this video? Like a couple weeks ago, you know? There you go. That's all I'm
I'm gonna be like, I talked about you, and then she's gonna be like, where? And then I'll if she really wants it or
don't
not.
timestamp it. Just don't timestamp it. Just make her watch the whole thing. You know that.
Yeah.
Listen, I need that ad money. Okay, YouTube is screwing me. I need that. So please, thank you. Anyway, next question, guys. If you could only listen to one album for a month straight, what album would it be?
1 month straight.
1 month, 30 days.
Wondrously perish. Being as an ocean.
Yeah, probably.
I do it every day anyway. So.
Yeah, I would say
Or Abandoned by Peter.
those are both contenders. Yeah, probably how we both Wondrously Perish.
Ooh, or what's that? I don't know how to pronounce it. I think it's called Voltari or whatever by Sigur Rós.
Yeah, that's a really good album.
Yeah, that
It's
was
just like, I don't know if you've ever like heard of them, but like
yeah, Sigur
yeah,
Rós.
it's
Yes.
like, so good.
One album for a month straight.
You're like,
Jeez, dude. Love is Rage 2 by Lil Uzi.
lose brain cells.
No,
Oh my God.
I would probably listen to.
That's a hard one.
That is really hard. I'm torn between the new Architects album
Yeah, that's a good one.
and Counterparts. Actually, it would probably have to be The Current Will Carry Us by Counterparts. It's like a pretty old album, but
Right.
I don't know, like my favorite Counterparts album. I could definitely listen to that for a month straight, for sure.
I would, for a month, if I honestly had to pick something for a month straight, I'd probably do Lydia's Illuminate, just because, like, I never get tired of that. Like I never am done. Like, you know, other stuff I listen to in phases, but I can listen to that anytime and just, like, really get into it, so.
Nice, nice. And lastly, guys, tell about Homestead, where they can find you at, and anything coming up in the next couple months.
Am I allowed to be, like, long-winded for a minute
Absolutely.
about it? Like, not
Talk
that
as long as you want. This is your time. That's what I'm saying.
Okay. Well, this interview is going to come out after we put out our new single. But our new single is called Let Me Stay. We wrote it a couple months ago, obviously. But the story is, it's kind of, you know, it's super sad, but the story is, the song is about my conversation with God during my suicide attempt. So it's like a super serious subject. And, you know, obviously, like, we kind of goof around a lot and, like, have fun in this interview. But I just want, you know, anyone who is watching this interview, you know, if that song touches them at all, then they can feel free to, like, reach out and talk to us, because we want that. And I think that, you know, if people get anything out of this interview other than the fact that we're easy to talk to, I think I want them to get that we really do want to stand for something, and we, you know, want to help people. So our goal at this moment is to bring a spotlight to mental health issues, because it's something that everybody, you know, in this band has faced at some point, and that, you know, every friend I have has faced. So yeah, man, that's kind of what we stand for. So yeah, new song, it comes out November 17th, which again will have already happened, just like Michael and I have already watched all the song movies. But yeah, so check that out. And what won't have happened when this interview comes out yet, but will be happening, is we have limited edition 7-inch records coming out with A and B. Those are like the two that Let Me Stay is called B, and then the song I sent you earlier, Take Me, is A. So it'll be like limited edition vinyl, super limited, with special artwork that won't you know, go out anywhere else. So yeah, that's coming up for us, and yeah, I guess just spread love.
There you go.
Yeah.
That was great. There you go. Go check out go check out Homestead. There will be links in the description where you can go find out about their band, their music, everything. Definitely one of those bands that thanks to Chris Russo from My Lonely Heart. He's the man. I love that dude. He's like a little brother to me. So definitely go check out Homestead. Again, links are in the description to find out about their music. And I'll be leaving an end card to go check out their YouTube channel. Make sure to subscribe to them so you know when the song comes out, you're going to go listen to it and comment, Rick and Morty's my favorite anime character or something. So there you go. But definitely go check out their stuff. Thanks for coming on, guys. If you liked this interview and thought we were really goofy and stuff like that, make sure to subscribe. make sure to hit that thumbs up. I'm just probably just as goofy and annoying in any other interview, so you can expect that. That's something you can expect every time. So thanks to Homestead for coming on and chatting, and again, go check out their stuff.
Cool. Thanks for having us.
Thanks for having us, man.
Hey guys, hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching. Of course, if you enjoy what we do, make sure to go check out the other series we do. We do album reviews, we do band interviews, and we do live videos, so definitely go check that out. Hit that subscribe button. It really helps out our channel, helps us grow. Make sure to hit that like button as well. Go follow us on social media. That's all down below. We try to keep that as updated as possible. We also made a new website where we'll be posting photos of upcoming concerts and stuff like that, which you can go check out at audioaddictionmedia.com and come get your fix with us, guys. Talk to you later. Deuces.